We're going to start with a Netflix film called The Old Guard 2. And in this film, Andy leads immortal warriors against a powerful enemy threatening their group. They grapple with the resurfacing of a long lost immortal, complicating their mission to safeguard humanity. This is directed by Victoria Mahoney. And this cast, we've got Charlize Theron, we got Uma Thurman joining. We also got Veronica and Go. Kiki Lane is back. We've also got Matthias Schoenaerts in this as well, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. And what you think of this, Cornelius?
I should have watched the first one again before I went into the second one, but the first one I remember being a real good action film. And I had a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fun. I remember having a lot of fun with that first one. And that was during
Yeah,
COVID, and you couldn't go too many places. For a Netflix film at the time, that first one was a good film. Yeah, this one was complete opposite. 4th of July, I woke up and did a couple chores around the house, had breakfast, noticed that you were watching it, and that
mm-hmm.
was my aim, that I was going to watch that. Going to make a point of watching it,
Yeah.
and regretted every moment of it because I just thought this film was very very dull, and
Yeah.
I kind of wish that the the original director actually did had some kind of say in this, but
Mm-hmm.
it was lacking. This might be one of my biggest disappointments, like film wise, this year.
Very big, man. Because I remember seeing that preview and I was like, all right, this is I'm hype, because I had totally forgot about this film. And the fact that the original came out in 2020 is crazy. I feel like it feels like 2 years ago, maybe, but dang, 2020, man. So it's been about 5 years. And I think the biggest problem with this is just told without any flair. It's rather dull. Everything is just looks so unprofessional. Even though the original was low budget, but they still managed to put a lot of energy into theirs. It's like a slicker presentation. The story beats, were more, moving along. Whereas like you said, this thing has really dull, like really slow with the pacing. The action sequences weren't very remarkable at all. I'm like, what happened to the original people that you had working on this? But maybe that's a problem with this film being 5 years apart from the last one. You probably couldn't assemble that creative crew again,
I,
you
let me say
know?
it. Let me say it to you better for you better, Corey. What happened?
Yeah, what happened? Because like I'm looking at even some of the action scenes, there's scenes where one of our characters is just practicing with the sword and it just looks so cheap and low budget. Like this thing feels like at times like it's not shot with a camcorder, but it looks like something that was filmed in a camcorder, like a student film, at times. And it just makes you it's so dull, man. I don't understand too. Like there's just a lot of dull exposition. Characters are, meeting each other, they're talking to each other, but it's just really dry, man. And like even the very end, the sequence, like it starts with a promise, man. The first action sequence, a dude gets his thumb cut off. I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing. And then it just quickly goes downhill from there, man. It never gets as good as that one moment. You know what I'm saying? It was just bad, dude. I don't know what happened. They're talking about trying to get a third one made that'll bring this all around. I know this is based off a comic book. I've never read that book, so I don't know what happened in that book. I don't know how true they're sticking to the story. And I don't know, dude. I was just
Every,
really let down overall by this.
I'll be honest with you. Everybody I know that read the comic said that the first one, was a better adaptation than the
Mm-hmm.
comic itself, and
Mm,
I've been hearing that a lot. But
yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what was going on
Yeah,
during
I
the
don't know
second
what
film.
happened. We do get a different director. They did manage to bring in I think the original director and the writer worked on both of the films, so but this time it's just the writer writ this version, but they got a different director. So maybe that was something that was just lost in bringing this to life, but I didn't like it, man. This is a bad film for me, dude. Yeah, I would, unless you really want to see what happens and it's not much, I would avoid it. It does end on a goofy cliffhanger, and I'm sitting here like, are they even going to get a part three? I don't know. But Netflix, they don't really care. It's no box office to judge it off. So if enough people watch this, I could see them green lighting it, but I don't know. We'll see.